Okay. Assalamualaikum and good evening, everybody. So today we are going to have our video discussion number 4 to talk about articles on technology. So let's first introduce ourselves. My name is Syed Amira Arif Alidrus bin Said Idrus. Matrix number 202407.
Alright, my name is Muhammad Amir Saki bin Bakri and my metric number is 202334.
Hello, my name is Amir Aimanul Hakim bin Muhammad Alias. My metric number is 192527.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Ahmad Safiuddin bin Saharuddin and my metric number is 193045.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Iman bin Muhammad Saleh. My metric number is 203802.
Hi, my name is Nur Azia Muhammad Fuzi. My metric number is 193511.
Hi, my name is Sarah Nadia. My metric number is 193628.
Hi, I'm Ratna Fatina binti Muhammad Basri, metric number 194408.
Okay. So for today's agenda, we are going to discuss about the articles on technology. So I would like to start first with my article. My article is written by Stephen Powell and Manish Pandey. It's from the newspaper BBC News. We all know BBC News, right? So my news today is about, I guess everybody should know about this, but it's about the PlayStation 5. It's quite trending right now, as even before with all the filters and all. So today's PlayStation 5 article is about how it's the most extraordinary pandemic launch, as it is a console that is being released during a global pandemic where there are countless of jobs being taken away, there are source of income less. So to be able to launch a gaming console which is not necessarily that cheap to buy is quite incredible for them to have the audacity and the courage to release this. That is speaking to BBC Radio Anyone. The boss of PlayStation says that it's easily the most extraordinary of all the launches we've ever done. As Sony is going to trying to replicate the success as the PlayStation 4, as it's the most sold console of all time, they are trying to go into a new era of gaming with the PlayStation 5, and they start off pretty well with in this pandemic situation. So this article is basically telling about the PlayStation 5 and how its impact during the pandemic situation. So that's all from my article. Yeah, so anyone?
Alright, I think that's a very good article to be put in our newspaper. It's because during this very hard times during this pandemic, it is hard for any company to release anything. Plus, it's a technology. So in this time where people loses their job, so we all might face some issues with our money. So, but the PlayStation 5 release was really interesting because even though it will consume a lot of our money, but still they did a great job in marketing it and getting a lot of attention from everyone, and still get their first few PlayStation 5 to get being sold out. So I think it's a very good article to be put in our art technology section. So I think it's a good article. What about you guys?
Yes, I think so too.
Perhaps anyone would like to give other suggestion on what article should be next, in our technology section.
Um, I found an article about not really internet, but it's about security in technology. The article was hackers claim to have access to 50,000 home security cameras. I have never heard about hacking security cameras before this. It is by Phil Manchester. He stated that a hacking group is selling access to more than 50,000 hacked home security cameras, and the videos seems like they came from Singapore, Thailand, Canada, and South Korea. In those videos, there are also some footage that showed children undressing, and those footage ended up in pornographic site. It is very saddening to read about this. And there is a group with 1,000 global members, and they need to pay 150 US dollar to access to this camera footage. And VIP members can explore, watch live, and even record of clips from these 50,000 cameras. ESET cybersecurity specialist Jake Moore has stated that this hijacked camera are because of poor access controls, and users are advised to be aware of these smart cameras and take security measures by replacing the default passwords and add multi-factor authentication. So that is about my article that I found. That I found it very interesting because it's about, like, not many people know about this security camera being hijacked.
Yes, I really like what about the newspaper that Sarah mentioned just now. Just recently, I watched a TikTok video about how a Korean people usually be monitored through the mirror at the bathroom, and you can actually check it by yourself in a mirror at the public bathroom or wherever you want. You can see if you go to the public bathroom, you can go to the mirror and touch the mirror. If your nails has if the reflection of your nails has like a little bit of um, what do you call that? Like you can see a little bit of space between your nails and the mirror. That's mean your mirror is safe. But if the reflection of your nails and your hands doesn't have space in between, it means that you are being monitored by someone, and those people might use those footages for the pornography site, which is very creepy, I think.
Yeah,
it's very
I feel like
scary.
Yeah, I agree
that's
with
a very good article, and it's also spread awareness to people that we are not always safe, especially from security cameras nowadays. You can't trust everything, and now people can usually hack everything now. So I feel like that's a very good article that we can put in our newspaper.
Yeah.
So anyone have any thoughts or any new ideas?
Me and Ahmad also have the article about the data security, which is the article was taken from the Star. It's about the Muslim pro developers sell the user data to the US military. So in previous week, the world was surprised by the report from the news outlet, which is the Vice Media, claimed that US military has bought the data information, the specifically Muslim data information from Muslim Pro app. So the article also claimed that the Muslim Pro had sold its user location data to US data aggregation company, which is the third party company called Xmode, which then sold it. So the Xmode company, we call it known as the data broker, which collecting data or buy it from the others company. Then on the 20th November, Beats Media, which is representative from the apps developer, the Muslim Pro, said that they did not deliberately sell such data to the US military, but they did not denying the question from the reporter, which is they sharing its data with the third party data broker. Then the Muslim Pro also published a statement about the termination of all relationship with the third party company such as Xmode, suspected to sell the data to the US military. So from this article, we can conclude that our data is very important, and we need to, just like our friend said just now, we need to secure it with a solid password. Don't just use the default password and use multiple authentication. Ahmad can continue for this article.
Okay, thank you, Amir. I just want to talk about the Muslim Pro. For your information, the Muslim Pro apps feature service provide an online Quran library, a daily prayer timer schedule, identifying Qiblat, and sharing inspirational quotes to fellow user. On the other hand, another similar apps with Muslim Pro will be launched soon, which called the Noor, which which developed by Malaysian famous celebrity, which is Nilofa. I think everyone recognize her. And for now,
Like maybe
and for,
recognize her.
and for now, she has been released some teaser about the apps, the Noor, such as its interface and function before she announced the apps launch soon. Now the internet citizens started to talk about these apps and really hope that the Noor apps can replace the Muslim Pro, because this the Noor is developed by our country, right? And then I think it can be more trusted, and because this nowadays the report about the Muslim Pro is very make us feel uncomfortable. Then
Yes,
I
our
think
trust is getting decreased because of
yeah,
this news, right?
True, true.
yeah, and
I
that's
also
all for the
uninstalled.
article. Yeah, I think
Yeah, me
everyone.
too, for the precaution,
Yeah.
because yeah, there's also another apps that can replace it. So
Yes.
why we risking ourselves to stay with the apps, even it is false news, or maybe it can be true, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Better support our own country's apps, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like the article very much.
Yeah, I also agree for this article to be put in our newspaper. Because like me, I still using those apps because I really not aware of this situation. So I think it's very important for us to put in our newspaper. And before that, I would like to share another news from the STARS, which is cited on 21st November 2020. This article, it share about why should keep your bank card away from your iPhone 12, which the best phone in 2020 nowadays, which already recently released by the iPhone company. So this article says that the iPhone 12 had features a magnetically slapped wireless charger, which it came separately, but still the magnet is installed at the back of the iPhone 12. So what the issue here? The MagSafe, magnetically safety magnet that installed on the iPhone 12 is having some disadvantage for those anyone who like to keep their phone in the same pocket as their bank card or passport. So which although the magnet is small, but it still theoretically can destroy our credit card. Yeah. So I think many people already bought those iPhones, but they didn't really read those manual book checking if there's about the magnet thing. So I think people should be aware about this issue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting article. And I also knew about the disturbance of magnetic field for the credit card, but by the drama series from the Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
It says that the magnetic fields from the phone eventually can destroy your card. So
yeah. True.
for the article would say the drama series put it as a fact. So yeah, I really like this article.
True,
How
true.
about you
I liked
guys?
it. I liked it as well because we have to be careful because our cards are now very important as mostly we are cashless as well. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's a very good article. So
I also really like the article, although I didn't know much about Apple iPhone. I'm an Android user, but I think it's very
Same.
good for awareness for the iOS user to be precautious about this thing. Okay, so can I move on to the next idea
Yeah.
for
Sure.
this?
Yes.
All right.
can. No
Sure,
Yeah.
problem.
sure.
So my article is about an autonomous car or vehicle. The articles is taken from Astro Awani blog. It it is Honda wins world first approval for level 3 autonomous car. Okay, so let me just put it in a simple word. Level 3 autonomous car means that it is in the middle between you can drive it fully and it is fully automatically driven without a driver. Uh, so Honda managed to win the world first approval for a level 3 autonomous car. So they can sell their cars, which is level 3 autonomous by next year on March. And the vehicle is very impressive because it features an AI technology which called traffic jam pilot. Before because this is technology is very new and very recent being introduced on autonomous vehicle. Other than that, the articles goes on and mention that why do we need an autonomous vehicle? This will cause resolving various social issues such as reducing traffic accidents, securing transportation for elderly and others, and also improve productivity in field or logistic. So imagine if we have an autonomous car, it will be more easier to drive for the drunk person, so they will not recklessly drive while they are drinking, or maybe it will improve the logistic or shipment of our products. Maybe we buy it from overseas, or maybe we buy it from local and want to transport it to our house. It will be easier because we don't need any driver. So the articles goes on, and the last it does mention that the chief of Tesla, Elon Musk, he very feel offended because Honda gets the title first before the Tesla, but Elon Musk claims that they will produce a level 5 autonomous car, and the uh, procedure for it will be completed by end of this year, and maybe will be developed by the following year. So overall, this article is about Honda wins world first approval for a level 3 autonomous car. So that's all from me. Any thoughts on this?
I like the point
Uh,
where you said that the car is very autonomous and also can reduce the rate of drunk driving. I think maybe if Malaysians are very rich, we can all drive autonomous cars. But since we are not that rich yet, so we can still dream on for that car. So
Yeah,
um,
sure.
can I add one more news?
yeah,
Yes,
can.
sure.
No
Yeah,
problem.
sure, go on.
The news is from BBC News from Patrick Belton with the titles "What Happens to All the Wind Turbines." The the news said about the turbines from the 1990s are already reaching the end of their working life, which is 25 years already. They have been working for 25 years, so they have been reaching the end of their working life. So they need to be disposed. And for your information, the turbine or the windmill from the 1980s are made up from fiberglass, which is very hard to dispose. While the windmill that we have today is made up from carbon fiber that is easier to be disposed. So people usually the windmill or the turbine glass will be disposed by cutting them into 3 pieces and stack them and bury them into the soil. But since people have been questioning whether or not this method is green or a green and safe for the environment, so they have been like questioning and they've been like studying again the method. So Mr. Lily, which is the chief executive of the Global Fiberglass Solutions in Bellevue, Washington, he has transformed and developed the fiberglass into a small pellets that can be reusable, in which the small pellet that is named EcoPoly can be used for injectable plastic for construction, also as highly waterproof boards, meaning that the construction workers today can reduce the use of the normal construction, I don't know what they are called, but you know the boards, something like that, the rocks and everything. So we can use the fiberglass from the turbines, which is, I think, I found it very sturdy because it's a turbine. Also, Mr. Lin also has developed a program where we can detect the life cycle of the turbine, meaning that we can know when is the right time to recycle the turbine and when is the right time to check the turbine. Okay, and then the last method is by pyrolysis, in which we chop the turbine's blade and put them in an oven. And the final products of the pyrolysis is that we can use the turbine for glues, paints, concrete, synthetic gas, and charcoal. Meaning that the turbines has many other use other than just being placed into the soil. So yeah.
That's a very interesting article. It's helps in the future of the workers. So I like the article quite a lot. So anybody who would like to share any thoughts?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think
since
that's a good. I
oh,
think
okay.
that's a good. I think we can
I think
continue
everyone
with.
is on fire tonight because everyone been sharing very many interesting news. So why not if we just vote now? Or maybe
Yeah,
someone wants
can.
to
Yeah.
okay.
Anybody? I think everybody have shared their news, right?
Yes.
So I think we can vote for it. So let's recap on the news again. We have the PS5 news. We have the data security news. The Muslim Pro news. The Honda news. The Honda car news. The card news.
Yes.
The phone and card, and lastly the turbine.
Yes.
Am I correct? Okay. So let's vote. Who votes for the PS5 one? Okay. So what about Sarah's data security news? Okay, unanimously we pick Sarah's news as the first article. The third one would be the Muslim Pro news. Who agrees with the Muslim Pro? Okay. For the fourth news would be the the phone card problem. Okay, 3, 4. Okay. For next would be the Honda car thing. Who vote on that? Okay. Then lastly would be the turbines. Who votes for the turbines news? Okay, so it looks like the two articles that we're gonna publish are the data breach by Sarah and the phone memory credit card problem iPhone 12 by Ratna. So later, I remember to save the links for our citation at the end of the discussion for video 6. But for now, that is all for our video discussion 4. We will meet again next week for video discussion number 5 to discuss about the articles on our section on sports. So that is all from us, Group 42. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Right,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Bye.